All right, so I'm going to get real detailed here and let you guys in on one of my worst habits that I have. And it has nothing to do with wrestling, but kind of, I guess it does, or coaching for that matter. But it does have to do with my life because I have traveled a lot as a coach. You do travel and you go on a lot of trips. And one of my least favorite things I like to do is to pack. I hate packing. And so I will put packing off to the very last second every single time. And the frustrating thing is that when I do that, it makes me really stressed out as we're getting ready to leave for these trips. And so the way that I've seen this, and it's kind of the same with certain aspects of your coaching staff, honestly, where there's things that you have to get done, but they're not really desirable. And your focus is on wrestling and teaching wrestling, get your guys ready and all that stuff. But there's also things that have to be done on a daily basis or on a weekly basis or on a competition basis that you just don't like to do. And what ultimately happens is that you're just unorganized as a coaching staff. And then you get to that last second and the match is coming up and you got weigh-ins and scale and bus ride and all this stuff. And nobody knows what to do. And there's so many things need to get done. And it's like this last minute scramble. That's how I feel when I'm packing, get ready for a trip. I'm packing 10 minutes before we go typically. And so it just makes things really uneasy and uncomfortable and overly stressful. And it doesn't have to be. And so in your progression with your coaching staff, I mean, it's really easy just to give people assignments, right? Assign a task and then follow up on whatever the basis is it needs to be. If it's a daily task, it needs to be followed up with almost every day. If it's a weekly task, at least every other week. If it's a monthly task, you need to follow up, every month probably. But as you do that, now all of a sudden your stress levels come down, right? Your focus is really, really engaged now because you don't have to worry about all this other stuff, right? Lack of a better word. And you can just focus on wrestling and being like, hey, this is what my focus is today. Practice. These guys are my focus today. This competition is my focus today. The duel is my focus today. And so don't be afraid to give people tasks, even if they're not fun tasks. Washing mat, not fun. Scale, provider, right? The guy who gets the scale, that's not a fun task, but it has to be done. Handing out uniforms, that's not really that fun, but it has to be done. Just things like that you don't really have to worry about. Someone else can do that, but you need to manage the task. And so it'll make your life easier. It'll make your life way better. And your relationship with your coach is going to be so much better. And they're going to be bought in even more. I know it sounds silly, but if you give someone a responsibility of, hey, you got the scale every time, they're going to show a lot of ownership in that because they don't want to mess that up. And so it just gives you more confidence in your coaching staff. It gives them more confidence in you that you trust them, and it just builds the whole thing together. So, go ahead and try it out. Give these assignments, see how well it changed your life and how much better off it is.